I am Sherlyn Lowe, reviews editor at Engadget, and I've been here a long time. So if you've been watching this live stream for a while, thank you very much for sticking with us, and sorry that I'm here again. But I am accompanied by a new guest this time. It's Mike Nash from HP. He has two jobs at HP. One of them is Chief Technologist, and the other is VP of Customer Experience.
Exactly right.
So you know the technology and the people you're trying to serve with this technology, right, Mike?
It's exactly right. It really starts with understanding the customer insights and then finding technology to make them happy.
Cool. So here at CES, you guys unveiled a whole new bunch of laptops. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but today we're here to talk about HP's plans and how you plan to surprise us in 2018, because I was a bit surprised by HP in 2017. So, you know, just a heads up, this is what we're going to be talking about. But
Sounds
first,
good.
At CES 2018, we have a whole new bunch of laptops. We have a new NVX2, and we have a Spectre 15. So if you want to talk about the NVX2 first, tell me what's new and special about it.
For sure. And I know you were in Maui, so back in December, we launched this on the left-hand side, the NVX2 that was using the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. What was cool about that, it was really one of the first PCs to give you the full Windows experience, but do it on the Snapdragon Qualcomm ARM processor. And why that's important is you get the benefits of always connected. So the device could be asleep and still get updates because it uses the small cores of the Qualcomm processor to keep the thing up to date at a very low power state. But this device will deliver about 16 hours of battery life for active use. It has a built-in modem because, of course, it's a Qualcomm device, and really delivers, I think, a great experience for people that are probably mobile first in those experiences. And that was in Maui back in December. Yesterday, we launched kind of the Intel brother. And this sibling uses the 7th generation Y series, what used to be called Core M, now called Core I. And this device is going to give you the performance that people really expect from an Intel processor. A little bit less battery life, so more like 12 hours. And it's a little bit thicker. But really, the whole idea is some customers that want the extra battery life and always mobile, we got a great solution with the Qualcomm one. But if a customer wants a bit more performance, maybe they're doing some workloads that are a little bit more compute intensive, now we've got the Intel choice. And really, it's all about making sure we got the right things for customers.
Now, you also unveiled a new Spectre laptop. Tell me all about it.
This is a really big deal as well. This is now the 3rd generation of the 15-inch Spectre. We seem to announce them every year at CES. So the first generation, you know, people gave us great feedback. It's really much more of a creator's device. What's cool about this year's version, I'm sure you heard late last year, Intel and AMD got together and basically announced this new, what's called Kaby Lake G. So it gives you the quad-core 8th generation Intel processor combined with an AMD GPU. And that's what's in this device. So really, if you're the sort of person thinking about maybe doing high-end video, you're a prosumer doing photo editing, and you're thinking maybe buying a MacBook Pro, here's a really powerful device, runs Windows. I don't know, I always think that a pen is sort of a more important feature than a touch bar. So you have the ability to use all those creator features that are in the latest version of Windows on a super performant, really cost-effective device that can have up to a terabyte of SSD.
I think that, you know, for HP's systems, one thing that's struck me as different in the industry is your attention to sort of the design of it and being kind of uniquely colored or uniquely, you know, the look is a little bit more premium and almost stylish, I would say. You know,
there's 3 things that really have been driving our premium lineup, both in the consumer line and the commercial line. Number 1, it's about design, as you said. You know, I remember when I first started HP 5 years ago, kind of every PC was either like silver or black. So we've done a lot with color and design, using really authentic materials. This color scheme has been very popular. The white color scheme also very popular. Number 2 has really been around quality. Great battery life, super bright displays, a lot of times with Microsoft curating the experience of, you know, booting and shutting down to make sure it's super fast. And 3rd is all about performance, right? So having high-end GPUs, high-end CPUs, big, really fast SSDs, all together make sure that you're never waiting for the PC. It's being really responsive for what you're doing. And all these things add up to experience. And that really has been, obviously, a key part of my job, but really a key theme for HP. Bringing customer insights, new technologies together and things that customers care about. Not tech for the sake of tech, but tech in a way that maps what customers care about.
Last year, HP did a couple surprising things, to me anyway. You showed up at Coachella, was it, and Panorama with these huge tents, and you launched actually a new notebook at Burning Man, if I am not wrong, or it's one of those out in the desert.
It wasn't Burning Man. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah.
Could be Coachella. One of the.
It was Coachella.
But basically, you're clearly going after a very specific audience, and you're going after, and you want these people. Let's call it what it is, these millennials.
Yeah.
You want them to know that HP is out here. We got these laptops, we have these features, and we want you to try our inking. I mean, I've seen these activations myself. So my question here is, where else can we expect to see HP in 2018? If you could give us a hint, should I see you at a Jay-Z concert? Should I look forward to that?
So I think, first of all, the thing you hit on really clearly is it's not tech for the sake of tech, and the whole notion of building speeds and feeds for the sake of speeds and feeds. 20 years ago, the customers that were primarily the geeks, they cared about that. Today's customer grew up with technology. The millennial may not be technical, but they're tech savvy. So making sure that we're building technology that appeals to that savviness and addresses those expectations. In terms of where we'll roll that out, we'll certainly focus on experiences, but the exact venues, I gotta keep you on your toes.
What do you think millennials want?
It's interesting. First of all, we can't even presume to know.
Of course.
In the gaming space, we started off with a strategy that said we think that gamers want the maximum amount of performance per liter, and we built a whole set of products that talked about that. We took that out to the gamers. We have this, panels of customers we talk to, and the gamers are like, you seem like really nice people. We have no idea what you're talking about. We care about the ability to keep our machines up to date and to upgrade them and to have maximum configurability. And it caused us to reset the whole strategy. So the key thing here is for every different customer segment, understanding what they care about and making sure we're building things that go right to those experiences. Essentially using consumer packaged good insights to find out what people care about, then matching technology to that. What's interesting was, we sort of perfected that a bit on the consumer side. We're always learning. We sort of took that same approach to sort of end user, consumer oriented insights, and it actually worked really well with our commercial customers as well. We used to always think about only IT, and by the way, IT is important, but it's the end user that's really having a lot of influence, especially with, as the millennial, demographic becomes a key subsegment of the workforce. Some employees will only come to a company or stay at a company if they're offered a PC that, first of all, has great responsiveness, great quality, great performance, but also it has to have design. If the PC you have at home is nicer than the one they gave you at work, you might want to go work someplace else. And we want to make sure we're helping those employers build a great experience for their employees.